right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 58 of the Pucking Around podcast. We got a special edition for you guys tonight. We are going to address the upcoming Four Nations round-robin tournament as the NHL enters its brief pause period. In lieu of the All-Star game, this is what we get. We're going to give our individual thoughts upon it. With me, as always, is Rick the Seligman.
Team Canada.
Rick is actually sporting a Team Canada jersey that he got for free. Four Nations jersey. Looks snazzy, buddy. All in a nice red over there. See, you got the red hat, the glasses, looking fancy. You don't look too happy.
Team Canada. I don't look happy.
Just don't look happy. I don't know.
What do you mean
You got something for free, dude. If I got something for free, especially in this economy, I'd be fucking jumping up and down and doing some shit.
I have to do videos and social media posts for this.
Oh, whatever. Oh, that takes so much time out of your retiree day.
It does.
Also, with us.
I feel so bad for you, Rick. Poor you.
Speaking of not looking happy.
Yeah, Mr. Dreadful over there in the corner, Alex the Fern Gully Fernet.
Listen, I just had surgery 4 days ago. If I'm not feeling 100%, give me a break, will you?
I gotta say, the lobotomy didn't work.
No, I'm still listen. I'm still just as beautiful as ever. I'm just very congested and whole 9 yards.
Well,
I had to the flattery yesterday because I wasn't quite at a level that I wanted to be yet. Today, I kind of took another step. I feel good enough to do this, but
I want to ask you something though. What is it you think a lobotomy is? Because you said you're still as beautiful as ever. I mean, what do you think it is?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I have no fucking idea what a lobotomy is. Then
he's had one. They take a piece of your brain out.
Yeah.
That was one of the worst.
We don't need a lesson in biology. This is not like the Bio 101 course that I took back in college. Okay, we don't really need to or what anatomy and phys is, whatever the hell it is, dude. We don't need that. We're here to talk some
biology is not my forte.
You never heard the saying, "I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy"?
Rick, it's 2025, not 1971. Let's leave the jokes back then.
The good old days. When men were men and hockey was hockey.
Yeah, that one I can agree more.
All right, guys, let's get into it. Let's talk about the Four Nations. Interesting concept, I guess, right? Instead of the All-Star game, we get this. You know, it's interesting. I don't know what I'd prefer.
Yes.
It's not like it's the first
100%. The NHL All-Star Game's a joke.
It's not like this is the first time they've done something like this, though, for the All-Star Game. I think they did this in 2016 under a different name. They didn't call it.
Didn't they just do the Olympics in 2016?
No, I think
I saw something about it today. It was called, I don't know, the World
Cup of Hockey or something like that.
It was something, but it was basically this. It was basically the same. This
was all the way back in 2016. I
thought it was sooner.
Yeah, it's the last time. At least it's the last time that it's the best against the best in hockey.
I didn't think that was in 2016. Was it?
Well, that's what I read today.
I don't know, Alex. Take a quick look and see if you can look that up and confirm the date when the last time the World Cup of Hockey was. Because I know there was like something that they did it. But yeah, I think it was something similar to that. I mean, I don't know. It's a good showcase of all the talent. It's going to be the best players against the best players, but you're going to see it.
Rick was partially right. They did have a World Cup of Hockey, but it did not replace the All-Star break. They did have it in 2016 too, but this dated from September 17th to 29th.
I'm the one who made the mistake. I didn't mean to say that it replaced the All-Star break, but they did the best of. It's the best of the best.
Yeah, it's similar to
the best of the best.
World Cup of Hockey.
But but the World Cup of Hockey also incled other countries, right? It wasn't just Finland, U.S. and Sweden and Canada. It was, I think, Russia was in there and a couple others too. I think
Russia was in North America, which was like all the young players from the both Canada and the U.S. combined. I think they had the Czech Republic.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was the NHL versus the world or something like that, or Canada versus the world. Or
no, they went 8 teams instead of 4. I remember that.
No, they had one where it was like, I don't remember, but it was like a world team an NHL team or a USA.
I felt like
Canada.
they did that in the All-Star break, though, but that was like in the 90s, I feel like.
No, this wasn't that long ago. Anyway, I don't know.
You never know.
This is the first time it's been called the Four Nations tournament or face-off. So,
I mean, it's interesting. I mean, I'm not surprised that there are a couple nations that are not in here, provided the what's going on in the world globally. But I mean, it's still four very talented nations. You have Finland, you got Sweden, you have Canada, you have the U.S. It's
three very talented. It's three very talented nations and the U.S. is what I think you meant to say.
Didn't we beat you guys in the World Juniors? Didn't we win gold this year?
Wait a minute, Rick. Are you guys starting?
I can't hear you guys. I can't hear you right now.
Net?
What?
Are you starting Jordan Binnington in net?
Yeah,
I can't hear you guys.
I really don't want to hear you talk, dude. It's gonna be a freaking hilarious, dude. You don't even have Connor Bedard in Team Canada. You don't have Mark Scheifele in Team Canada. Your team is looking pretty rough.
I think they got a great forward core. I don't want to go too much into it yet, but
I mean, yeah, but they could be better.
Games are played on the ice, my friend. Games are played on the ice.
Well, I mean, you have a former crybaby in the form of Sidney Crosby on your team, so I don't know what good that is going to do you. It's going to be amusing.
You better get 2019 Jordan Binnington back, because if not, it's going to be a long game. You're going to be hoping to win games 8-7.
I'm very immune to your. You're trying to bait me. I'm very immune to that. Just letting you know.
Yeah, he is. That's it. This is like another Sin Bin episode where it's Alex and I against Rick. You got two U.S. born.
This episode's called Elderly.
I don't know. That's not what we're supposed to be doing tonight. So
just wait when we get talking to the rosters. I mean, it's going to get.
If you'd have told me that in advance, I'd have boycotted this. Okay.
Oh, big man, he's gonna boycott it. Oh, Alex.
Me and Cam can argue for an hour and keep everyone entertained. Trust me.
No, you can't. If you were in the chat on Facebook, you could do that for the whole afternoon. But out here, you don't.
What is he going on about?
Look back at Carolina
this afternoon.
Episode. That went an hour.
You guys were going on and on and on about this.
That was not this afternoon, buddy. That was literally this morning, and I was I got to get work done. I can't be arguing with Alex.
That was only for about maybe 20 minutes, I feel like.
Yeah, that was 20 minutes I was spending in my work bathroom just trying to be like, okay, listen, how long can I realistically drag out this poop to make it seem like...
I'm off today.
Needs to be like, is Cam okay after taking his giant shit?
Too much information, I think.
You're welcome. You don't want to know all about my bowel movements?
No, just don't really.
Well, Rick, I'm sorry. At least I'm young enough to still have them without the aid of prune juice. All right, let's go. Let's.
I don't drink prune juice. I'm as regular as clockwork.
Jesus Christ. All right, the Four Nations tournament is going to be held in 2 cities. We're going to have it in Montreal at the Bell Center, and then back at Boston at TD Garden. Montreal is going to be up first from Wednesday, February 12th, which is this Wednesday, to Saturday the 15th. And then we pivot to Boston from Monday the 17th to Thursday the 20th. So there's more Canadian. Well, I shouldn't say there's more Canadian games. There's more games played in Canada. It's just one.
Because Canada's the best country. That's why. It's because Canada's where hockey comes from. I think that is Canada is hockey. So, and if you guys see that Saturday, February 15th, United States versus Canada, I will be there up in the press box with the writers.
Big man.
Writing about how Canada ended up allowing an 8-goal game.
And hopefully I'm going to get to meet Cole Caulfield because he'll probably be there.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Wow. We're already good. We haven't even got to the rosters yet, and you guys are absolutely freaking out. Dude, the first game is Wednesday, Canada versus Sweden. We're already talking about the United States versus Canada. That's not even until Saturday, dude. Like, geez. Give
5 days away. It's 5 days from now.
Yeah. You got a little ways to go. They haven't even hit the ice yet to actually play a game, and you're just like, Canada's gonna wipe the floor with you, or whatever. It's like whatever you're saying, dude. It's crazy.
Oh, trash talk. Never heard of trash talk?
Yeah, don't worry, dude. We'll settle it on the ice. We won gold against you in World Juniors this year. Don't worry about it. Like, not against you, but we had to beat God, I can't even remember the team that we beat. It's awful, isn't it?
Sweden?
Did they
Yeah,
beat,
Sweden.
Swedes, yeah.
The Swedes. Yeah, USA, man. Can't beat us. You know. I don't know. Get over it.
Well, I got a few things to say about that, but okay.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. No, the tournament is structured as.
I got a question. Do you think over the next 4 years we're going to get a little testier with each other?
No.
Probably. Anyways, good rivalry.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, it's a good rivalry between the U.S. and Canada. And that might mean two things. So
I'm telling you, it does. But okay.
So, the Four Nations tournament is a round robin tournament between these two teams. Yeah, between these four nations. So each team is going to play each other once, and then there's going to be one final game to determine it all. So whoever designed this tournament is awesome. I got to tell you, I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm not a huge fan of the Four Nations face-off. It's not the Olympics. It's nothing special. I'm going to be a Debbie Downer.
Well,
I really am not looking forward.
Can I ask you this? Do you look forward to the All-Star game every year? No.
I look forward to the skills competition every year. Like, I think that is fun to watch. I just think this is just, I'd rather watch my team play than just watch.
I think we all
can amalgamation.
I think we could all say we would not rather watch the Bruins play. No.
I said my team. Not. I mean, you can go watch the Montreal Canadiens, go get another lottery pick, but
but they're going to do an All-Star game. If they're going to do an All-Star game, why not do something different?
People bring up that it's just the All-Star game. I don't think it's just the All-Star game. I love the skills competition. Like, I love all that kind of cool stuff.
For one season, you don't get the skills competition. It's not like they're doing this every year.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying I'm not thrilled about this Four Nations face-off thing because what if McAvoy gets hurt again? Like, if Swayman, who's probably not going to see the net, maybe he will if he gets hurt. Like, I'm more concerned about for some of these teams that could lose their star players. Like, Alex Pietrangelo already left.
But, I mean, anytime they would do any kind of, like, with the Olympics, I mean, if it was the Olympic year and they sent NHLers there, same thing could happen.
Yeah, but for the Olympics, you're actually playing for your country for a much larger prize. It's more global than just four effing nations.
I'll give you that. There's more. What's the word I'm looking for? There's not notoriety, but yeah, there's more for the Olympics. It's a bigger prize. I get
there's
it.
More to win.
But I mean, there's also more games in the Olympics, isn't there? This is only you're playing 3 games unless you're in the final, and it's 4.
Have you ever read the book, The First 5 Seconds?
No.
I can't remember. It was a BU or a BC player got a career-ending injury that ended him up paralyzed within the first 30 seconds of the game. Yeah.
Okay, but Jesus Christ, you think that's going to happen? Because
I don't know, dude. People have to wear neck guards now. Like,
that could happen in an NHL game too. It can happen at any time. You can't.
Yeah, but at least that game's going towards points for my team. Like, or maybe not. Depends.
Well, then you got to complain to the league brass because they're the ones who made the decision to send the players there.
The league can suck my brass, but that's besides the point.
Honestly, this tournament kind of just feels a little watered down is my issue. It's the fact that you don't have all the big countries representing in this. I feel like it would feel more exciting if you had Russia or the Czech.
I think we know why Russia's not getting
I mean, I get it with all the geopolitical issues with them in Ukraine. So, I mean, not to touch that subject, but it just doesn't feel complete. With only 4 teams there, you know how the college football playoff, when they had the 4-team tournament there that just expanded to 12, kind of as exciting as it was, didn't feel complete. Now, that one was obviously fighting for a championship for the entire league, so it had more merit to it. I feel like this, you need, sometimes they say more is less. I don't think this is one of those instances. This, I think, more would be better. If you had all 8 countries in this, or 8 countries
too long
instead of 4, I think you could get more out of this versus what you have right now.
It would be too long, the tournament, and it would be even more grueling.
I mean, yes and no, but like they had the 3-week break when they did the Winter Olympics. Why not just extend it another week and just do it like it'd be an Olympic break?
Because then they
but that's my point being. It's just like it's not the Olympics. It really doesn't really mean anything. Like it's like they're trying to compare it to like this Olympic-esque type thing, and everyone's like, I'm excited to play for my country. I'm like, it doesn't mean anything though. It's you're only going up against 3 other nations.
Now, I won't say it doesn't mean anything, but I feel like it's more watered down. Just because you're not getting the best of the best and you have all this talent dropping out.
So doesn't like
8 or 9 guys have dropped out. So I feel like it's not what it could have been.
Doesn't that beg the question, why are there only 4 teams? Does anybody know?
Well, the big elephant in the room is obviously with Russia. And if they were involved, I feel like you would have added other countries too.
No, but I think that's a good question. Why is it these 4 teams only?
I don't know. I'm not going to go into conspiracy theory as to why the other nations aren't involved. I'm pretty sure like it's when's the next Winter Olympics? Like
possibly of the nations, like of all the players that are in the league and the different nations, are these the 4 nations that have the most players in the league?
No, because Russia's not involved. Russia would probably be involved if they were.
Russia's not there.
Yeah.
I have to question, why is Russia not there? We know why Russia's not there.
I understand that. I'm just saying, but I'm still answering your question too. We know why Russia's not there, and I get the reason.
Okay, fine. But then what about Czechia?
No, but I'm asking, is there, because there's a lot of Finnish players and there are a lot of Swedish players, and obviously American and Canadian. Are these the 4 nations that have the most players in the league? And I think that's probably why.
That could be the possibility.
I think there's more Russian players than both Swedes.
Again, you want to come up with Russia? We know why Russia's not there.
I understand that. That's not my argument. I'm just stating you asked a question and I said no, they don't because there's Russia, and that's the reason.
Okay, so take Russia away. With the remaining nations, are these the 4? Nice. It's been nice. Great show.
You guys are just going absolutely off on this. Like you
trying to be entertaining.
Like, yeah, no shit. He's just going off and about Russia, and you're just like, we know it's not Russia. Like this conversation just went full circular. Like, guys, move on from that. Holy crap! I don't want to say what you bring up a good point, Rick. Like maybe it is because like these are the most populated areas that have the most talented hockey players.
It's the 1st, 2nd, 4th, and 5th most. If we're going to be honest. And we obviously know why the 3rd most isn't there.
Well, there you go. So that answers my question. That's why these 4 teams. That's all I was asking.
Yes, if that's the case, excluding the obvious, then yes. Now, I think if you could have obvious.
Hang on. I got to go over there and bang my head against the wall.
Mother Russia. I wish they could have added at least 2 more teams because 4 just feels like it's not enough to bring me.
I don't disagree, but I mean you're talking length of time and amount of games, and it too much. So I get that.
But they've done 3-week breaks before. I'm just saying if you
look how
bring out the best of this,
look how condensed. Look how condensed the first part of the season is up to the break. It was a little bit much. So either if they do another week, they got to extend it on the other end and makes later. I don't really want the season to go longer.
I don't either, but they did the same thing for the Olympics. So
yeah, because it's a super huge tournament. As
I get that.
Let us know.
My argument is simply put: if you're trying to be the best, make this the best it can be. And it's never going to be on par with the Olympics. We all know that. But if you're trying to make this the best it can be, I don't think 4 nations were enough.
I was waiting for him to say Russia.
I
was waiting for him to say Russia.
Other Russians defend their stance.
I had my finger on the button to play the music. I'm like, I swear to God, just say Russia.
Just say Russia again.
God damn. I'm like, I'm not going back to this fucking argument.
No, I'm not going back there either.
But that's the reason why. But
okay, now we were getting to something that I thought, and I don't remember how I was the segue, but we almost had a good segue into this. and that's the points given out. And I think I don't remember why I can't remember why the segue, but you guys had said something. You guys had perfect segue. Let's go into this. Okay, these are the way they're pointing this tournament. So we'll just go into it quickly. It's going to be a 10-minute overtime for the round robin for the championship game. I guess it'll be a full period. 3 points for a regulation win, 2 points for an overtime or shootout win, and 1 point for a loss in overtime. I like that. And Alex and I were talking about it a little earlier today. I like that for the NHL for the points.
Well, not to mention the last, we'll get into that, but the last point is that the top 2 teams will advance to a 1-game final, which will use the overtime format of the NHL playoffs. So does that necessarily mean, because my question with number 1 is that the overtime will be 10 minutes. I'm assuming that's 3-on-3.
3-on-3, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm assuming that with the way the third point was worded, that's what I'm going to base that on. Those first 2 points are something I actually wish the NHL would do.
Facts.
Now, here's a question, though, they didn't answer. What if after 10 minutes they're still tied?
Shootout.
It is going to go to a shootout?
It's in the bracket, yeah.
Okay.
You see the points because it says OT/shootout. But, I mean, there shouldn't be. You have 10 minutes of 3-on-3. You should not be.
You shouldn't have to. This was going to say for the NHL, where like I think you're going to have ties at the end of the if. And I have no problem with a tie, but I think that's how the NHL would do it. You can't do that here in this tournament to have ties. It's not going to work.
No, I don't want ties.
If neither team,
have a point system.
If you're going to implement this in the NHL and neither team can score a goal in 10 minutes of 3-on-3 overtime, no one deserves to win that game in general. I don't care. If they're going to, I would love the NHL.
It's a tie. You split the 2 points.
Yes, exactly.
That's all.
It should be counted as like both teams got an overtime loss in that perspective with
it's
the
a tie.
Yeah.
I grew up, we had wins, losses, and ties. That's how I grew up.
I've always been an advocate for ties. I have no issues.
Ties there's nothing wrong with a tie. You just have, that's the only thing I would add is that if it's tied after 10 minutes, no shootouts. It's tied 1 point each. 10 minutes of overtime is enough.
Make ties great again.
I don't know, guys. I'm more of a bow tie person myself. I don't know.
So we'll call them bow ties for you.
Cam says the hell with clip-ons. I want a bow tie.
I'm more of a clip-on guy myself.
I thought you just said you were a bow tie.
Who needs to tie this shit?
By the way, for everybody watching, let us know in the comment section what you think of that. Is that something you would like to see the NHL adopt? And another question, because we just came up with it. Is that the reason that they're doing this in the tournament and using that scoring? And might we hear in the off season when they meet, it might be a change like that coming?
I thought you were going to go circle back and bring up Russia again, and I was going to just lose my shit.
I'm done with
I thought you were going to go back to
Don't
it.
Worry, my name's not Alex. Says right there. It says right there, Rick.
God, yeah.
Thank you.
For our listeners, they can't really see us. By the way, watch us on YouTube. If you want to see the funny reactions of all of us getting and Rick just being.
It is funnier to see our faces, I guess.
Yeah, because you're just hilarious to look at.
I'm funny looking. I admit it. Nothing wrong with that.
Alex looks a little bloated from his surgery right now. That was me. I'm sorry.
He doesn't look any different.
Like I said, you're lucky you even got me this week.
We're lucky this week. Don't we look lucky?
Yeah.
Oh, Rick, you never look lucky.
Well, there was some rosters.
Lucky? Sorry.
Exactly. You have a Team Canada jersey. That ain't lucky. That's unfortunate.
Best one. The best one. Look at the colors. Look at the colors on my screen. Look at my screen. Look at you guys. My screen is beautifully colored. You guys,
it's all drab. Fucking red, dude.
It's drab. Yeah, what's wrong with red?
Canada all I've seen was Canada red. Last 4 days, Rick.
You're wearing red. You are wearing red right now.
Yeah, guess what else is red? Red, white, and blue. That's also USA, baby.
Yeah, that's Habs colors. Red, white,
and
blue.
I don't want to see any more red. I've seen nothing but red since my surgery for the last 4 days. I'm all set.
Red, man. Red. Want to see even more? Look.
I'm seeing red.
No, I don't want it.
Oh, Rick, put your
pants. Oh my God, put your pants. Come, sit down. Jesus Christ!
I'm fully red. It's it's that time of the month.
Anyway, let's look at the rosters before Rick makes this even more awkward.
What the fuck was that?
Save us.
Hey, which one
What
we
was that?
start with? Finland, then do
Start with
then do the
Finland.
two big guys.
Yeah, because Finland had an optional practice today. They didn't really skate, so we're not going to have a real ideal look of what the lines
we don't have the lines, but the other three we do have what should be the lines, but this one we didn't because they didn't get them out on the ice yet today. But I mean,
it's still a good lineup.
We can just go over the players. I mean, I think aren't they all, and they're all NHL players, are they not? Is there any players on like Sweden and Finland that are just country, in their country, but aren't in the NHL? Do you know?
No, they're all NHL players.
It's all NHL
players, yeah.
So I mean,
I am not going to be able to pronounce half of these fucking names.
Okay, Sebastian Aho, Yoel Armia, they're too small. Alexander Barkov, Michael Granlund, Eric Haula, Rupe Hintz, Capo Kako, Patrick Laine, Arturi Lehkonen, Anton Lundell, Itsu Lusterainen, Mikko Rantanen, Teuvo Teravainen, Jani Hakanpää, Miro Heiskanen, Esa Lindell. I thought Heiskanen was injured.
Yeah, he is hurt. This isn't updated. I was going to.
It's not updated, eh?
After you read the rosters.
Nico Mikola, Olli Mata, Rasmus Ristolainen, who's injured right now, right?
Yep. He's also not participating.
Jussi Välimäki, Kevin Lankinen, Ukko-Pekka Laukkanen, and Jussi Saros. So I don't know who we don't know. So, do we know who replaced?
Hakanpää and Ristolainen are all out.
Do you know who replaced them?
I went from bad to worse.
Did you know who replaced them? You don't have that?
Let me take a look.
Jeez, Rick, you want to ever let the guy finish talking? He was probably getting to that point. Holy crap.
As much as I can, I try not to let Alex finish talking. No.
Actually, hold on a minute.
Holding on, right?
Ville Heinola is...
Ville Heinola.
Ville Heinola. Nicholas Montepallo is one of them.
Okay.
These all sound like ice cream flavors.
Yeah, they do. You're awful. I'm trying to figure out who the last one is.
Yeah, I'll have the Laine. I'll have the Rupe Hintz.
Laine on toast with some bacon on the side.
I gotta get the last.
I'll have the Yanni. I'll have 2 scoops of the Yanni Hakanpää.
2 scoops in vanilla, right? The white. Yep. Anyways, what do we think about these players? Those are good players.
Ole's there. Hold on a minute.
Heinola, I don't know how he's a defenseman. I know that.
Their forward core is fine. It's their defensive group that I don't think is that great. They're going to be missing Miro Heiskanen, so that's going to be hard. Ristolainen's also out of that, so they have Välimäki, who's okay, but their defense isn't that strong, and that's where it's going to bite them in the ass. But they have good goaltending. I mean, they got Saros, Ukko-Pekka Laukkanen. I'm sorry, according to one of my Ukko-Pekka, whatever the fucking longest name ever.
Yeah, Ukko-Pekka Laukkanen. That's so hard.
Just call him UPL, please.
There are so many K's in that name.
I know.
I count 6.
7. That's 6. You're right.
Yeah, there's 6, dude.
2 in each of them.
Yeah, and talk about 2 U's, 2 K's, 2 drinks. That's 2 K's too many.
Yeah.
It's like 6 K's too many.
By the way, I got the last replacement guy. Henry Jokiharju from Buffalo is the last guy who is replacing Heiskanen, and he has a whopping 4 points this year.
Their defense doesn't sound.
Their defense is bad.
Yeah. And
it's not bad. It's just comparatively to the other teams, it's not great.
Honestly, I think there's NHL rosters that have better defense than this.
And yet, though, Finland seems to
somehow you can't say that.
I would take Colorado's decor over this. I'd take Winnipeg's. I'd take Dallas.
Okay, wow. You literally gave Colorado, who has Cal McCarr, Devin Tays, and a whole bunch of
I said NHL rosters. I didn't specify every single one. I said I'd take some NHL rosters. I'd eat 3 off the top of my head. Oh, my God.
Yeah, this is it's a decent defense. Like that. That's pretty solid.
There's NHL teams that have better decors than this.
No shit. But I'm not saying
you just said no.
I think their defense is going to suffer a little bit because the 3 guys that are out are defensemen.
They're 3 best.
Yes, that's why I say that. It's not all their fault.
You're replacing 3 defensemen. That's a bit.
I don't think Finland's gonna. They might finish third.
I think that ain't gonna last personally.
Yeah,
I think that decor is gonna give them
so
issues.
too.
Third's their ceiling. Like I see third as their ceiling, and that's if the goalies just absolutely play out of their mind. But they do have some good scoring talent and some good two-way forwards. I mean, they have Barkov, Eric Haula. Their talent up front is really good.
Wait. You say Eric Haula for scoring?
No, two-way forwards.
Oh, okay. I just don't think they have they don't have enough firepower up front, in my opinion. I mean, Laine, unless he finds his game in this tournament,
no, but they got
has been not great lately.
Mikko Rantanen, that's probably their best.
Okay, you got Rantanen, yeah.
No, I'd say Barkov.
Aho.
Barkov's their best forward.
Barkov.
Rantanen's their best forward, their best scorer.
Yeah, overall player, I'm taking Barkov.
Oh, sure. For his two-way game, yeah, I'll take that too.
Yeah, overall players, but scorer, sure, I'll give you Rantanen. But overall player, give me Alexander Barkov. He's the best player they have.
Yeah, to me, I don't see them having enough scoring. And defense is questionable.
But they got a lot of good two-way forwards on that team.
Okay,
they got a good defensive forward core for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's take a look at Sweden.
The Swedes.
This we have the lines for, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, Zibanejad,
Nylander,
and Raquel.
Zibanejad is your 1C? That's gross. He's been trying to be casted out of New York for about a year now.
No, I was going to say he's not having the greatest year.
That doesn't mean he's a bad player.
But he's not a bad player, no.
Yeah.
But why would he be first line over Pettersson? That's kind of odd, no?
Pettersson's had a rough year,
veteran.
too.
Veteran.
They got some weak centers.
It's a veteran.
Being honest.
Eriksson Ek is a good two-way center. Don't say he's not.
He's probably honestly, I'd say if you had to tell me, yeah, he's good. But if you're telling me in the context of a whole, he's a good center, a good top 6 center. But comparative to what the U.S. and Canada and even this is the worst center core.
It looks like they're just trying to really spread out that talent. Like what Leo Carlson's not even on there, and I don't agree with that. Like,
I can agree with that. He should probably be on there.
And I think Lindholm is too low. And if you're looking for face-off wins,
Lindholm's too low.
Yeah.
Why? Because he's a Bruin?
No, because of his face-off prowess. He's better than Zibanejad.
Leo Carlson over Lindholm.
Well, I think Eriksson Ek
for scoring
good
talent
there too. I don't know if he's too low.
You can argue. I'd actually say if you want face-off wins, Lindholm, you might want to put second-line center and then put Pettersson to the right wing or left wing.
Like this tournament, there's no way Lindholm is your second-line center and you expect to try to win.
I'm just saying, if you want face-off wins, if you're going to try and
situationally, it doesn't mean he should be the 2C.
He could. It's not a bad take. I mean, if you want to tout centermanship, because you got to think these guys are not going to roll equal minutes. Actually, they might, to be honest with you.
Depends.
Lindholm's what, 54% of the dot? Yeah, he is a good face-off guy. I'll give him that, but I still think I'd rather have each one of those 3 guys running the line. If you want to maybe put Lindholm in there,
I think he has the best face-off percentage out of all those centers.
He might, but I still wouldn't put him ahead of either of those 3 guys in terms of talent.
But why can't, even on 4th line, why can't he be useful in that way? And do you have the numbers for the other 2 guys, Zibanejad and Pettersson?
He's ahead of them. I'll say that.
Ahead of them by a lot? By a lot?
Let's see. Zibanejad's 53.1%.
Oh, so no difference. Okay. Yeah, no difference.
Oh, you
and
say
Pettersson?
No, that's a difference. It's not a massive one.
53.1 to 54% is a difference, but it's minor.
Comparatively with the
it's a small difference,
much,
but it's a difference.
Yeah, but that's a
it's
difference.
a small difference, and it's negligible.
Oh, I don't know about that. With as many faceoffs as these guys take, that can be huge.
I'll say this, Rick. I get where Cam's coming from in terms of wanting to put him out there situationally.
It's a short tournament.
However, he's not better than any of those three as an overall set.
It's a short tournament, so that difference that you're talking is on a huge number of face-offs is not going to matter here, right? It's a short tournament. He's not getting tons and tons of face-offs, so that's not going to matter. And it's 0.9%. That's not a huge difference. I don't care who you are.
If I'm being honest with you, you could replace him with Ricard Raquel. I think the reason I don't know why Ricard Raquel is up there.
Raquel's actually pretty good at the dot.
He's a right wing.
He's got a 50% face-off percentage.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in terms of raw talent. I think Lindholm is better than Raquel.
No, he's not.
I really.
Raquel's almost got a point per game this year. Raquel's Lindholm doesn't even have 30.
Who's Raquel playing with?
Pittsburgh. Who cares? They sucked this year.
Who's he playing with?
What? Because he's playing with Crosby?
Yes. Crosby has historically made players that much better.
At the beginning of the year. What's your point?
Crosby's a generational talent.
Yeah, obviously. No one's arguing that. But who's a better player right now offensively? I'd take Pasternak offensively right now. Right now, not overall, obviously.
Sure.
What's Pedersen at the dot? Did we find that one?
I haven't seen Pedersen on here yet. Hold on. I'm still doing numbers.
Okay. Well, then why don't we move on to their defense while he figures that out too? Because they have Victor Hedman, Brodin, Matthias Ekholm, Erik Karlsson, Rasmus Dahlin, Anderson.
Rasmus Anderson.
Yeah. Who's that? He's good. I'll give him that.
And Forsling, but they're saying
but I don't know who he replaces. Karlsson.
Is Karlsson out?
I would take Karlsson out. I don't fucking.
You would, but
Pedersen has been awful in the dot this year. I'll actually give Cam that. He's been awful in the dot this year.
Imagine I know what I'm talking about. 5.5%. Yeah, imagine I know what I'm talking about sometimes.
Even a broken clock strike twice a day. It still doesn't mean he should be in the second or first line.
No, I don't know. Patterson's not having that great of a year either, buddy.
He's not, but
at least he'll get a fucking face-off win on the second line, so you just give the guy minutes. Like, you know what I mean?
Let's get it. Let's put the banner up. What a second line face-off. Elias Lindholm.
Sure. Hedman, so I don't know. The defensive core is better. I think Karlsson being there, awful, because I don't think he's going to do what they need him to do. They paired him with Matthias Ekholm just so that they could actually have someone play defense when that line is out there.
That feels like a very old decor outside of Dahlin.
Yeah, it is a bit old.
Rasmus Anderson's not that old.
I don't know how old Anderson is. So
I think he's like in his 20s.
Hedman's old.
Hedman, Karlsson.
Old.
I don't know about Brodin.
I don't think Brodin's that old either. Like they probably like in the later stage of.
It's actually just Hedman and Karlsson that are old.
Yeah.
I think those are your oldest guys, right?
Yeah,
and Karlsson's 34.
Yeah. Yeah, the other guys I think are.
Rasmus Anderson's 28, so I'll give you that. He's it is.
What do you define as old, Alex? Because
I just said I'll give you that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. But what do you define as old?
Early 30s or later.
No,
over 30.
Come on. I would say 30. Give him like 34. 34 is old.
That's still an old one.
Because your prime ends at like 32, 33.
Matthias Ekholm is old. He's 34.
Okay,
Erik Karlsson's like 37.
He's 34.
Why do I feel like he's
we keep going over this? I've told you.
We've done this a million times. I always feel like Erik Karlsson's older than what he is. He's been in the league forever.
He's not that. Yeah, like he's not dead. He's not going into like fucking cardiac arrest.
How old's Karlsson then?
He's 34.
He's 34. No, Cam's right there.
So
Victor Hedman's also. So all three of them are 34.
So they're out of their.
So they're all up there in age. My point still stands.
Yeah, but Victor Hedman is still he could.
I'm not saying it sucks. I'm just saying it's an old decor. That's all.
But even that, it's a four game at most tournament for these teams.
I'm not even holding it out against anyone. I'm just pointing out the age.
It's not taxing. They don't have to play.
I wish I was in their physical condition when I'm their age, dude.
Brodin's 31. He's actually a little bit older than I thought too.
Yeah, so
he's older than I thought too. Actually,
so you got four guys in
there. You got a mix.
3 and 34. 1 in 28. Then Darlene's young.
Good experience. I mean,
yeah, got good experience. Like I don't know, that's fine. I think it's a good team. It's a good team.
It's a good decor. I'm not saying it's a bad decor. I'm just saying it's a little older. That's all.
I'm arguing that they could fight for second place.
I think
it's a good winger core as well.
Yeah, Lucas Raymond, Philip Forsberg.
Who did Raquel replace again?
Oh, I can't remember.
Someone.
Oh yeah, I don't remember who though.
William Carlson. That's who it was.
Oh yeah, that's right. From Vegas. Yeah.
No,
anyway, I think they've got a strong wing core. So probably the centers are probably their weakness here.
Yeah, I agree with that. Zibanejad being one seems gross.
How come the goalies aren't there?
I wouldn't say their centers are their biggest weak point. I would say that's probably Finland's biggest weak point.
No,
Finland's biggest weak point is in decor.
What do you mean it's not? They're Sweden, their wings are pretty solid. Their defense is pretty solid. There's the center.
Who's in net?
Sweden's goalies
I don't know. That's
Philip Gustafsson and Samuel Ersson.
Okay,
who's
well, outside of Linus Ullmark.
Gustafsson's good. Don't disrespect Gustafsson. He's a solid goaltender.
He's okay. I'm sorry. He's doing very well.
Save percentage this year.
He's doing very well under Minnesota right now. I will give him that. He's doing very well.
Yeah, he's a good goalie. And Ersson's not going to play. He's clearly the 3 because when Markstrom went down, but Ersson's last 14 games, he's got like a 936.
They'll probably play a game. No, I guarantee you they'll probably have him play a game.
3 games? No, I doubt it. It'll be
a starter. I don't think Ersson plays either unless there's an injury.
The guy who starts the first game, if he wins and he plays well, he's playing.
Yeah, probably.
Olmark's got a 915. Gustafsson's got a 915. Ersson's in like the 890s, but he's been really good lately.
I would say the 3 teams other than U.S. has the best goaltending.
For sure.
The 3 other teams they're pretty much even for goaltending. I think overall for the 3 teams.
I put Sweden second.
Yeah, okay. There's got to be a second, third, and fourth. I get that, but I'm just saying they're not that far apart. Where U.S. definitely has an advantage in that, without a doubt.
Oh, sure. They have probably have the second time winning Vezina. Hellebuck's going to win the Vezina again. He's running away with it.
Yeah. No, and he's going to play. I don't know.
Yeah, they'll play.
Swayman.
I don't think Swayman touches it.
Who's the other one?
Let's go to the U.S. since we're on the subject.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Who's got it? Me. It doesn't have the goalies either. Anyways,
no, but it's fine. We know it's Jake Ottinger, Connor Hellebuck in no specific order.
Jake
Ottinger, Connor Hellebuck, and Jeremy Swayman are the 3.
Yeah, no, without a doubt, that's the best goalie.
Look at this. This is disgusting. Kyle Connor, Eichel, Matthews, Tkachuk, Gensel. Matthews. Well, I guess Matthews is probably they're switching them between first and second line. Between Eichel, I guess he was kind of. Oh no, it's Matty Tkachuk. Sorry, I can't that. That's my bad. Yeah, so I'm sorry.
Connor, Eichel, Matt Tkachuk, Gensel, Matthews.
That's got some snarl. That's a
Brady Tkachuk,
first line.
T.J. Miller, Matt Boldy, Brock Nelson, Trocheck, and Dylan Larkin and Chris Kreider rotating.
Before we continue, why the hell is Chris Kreider on this team? He's been awful this year. I could name you 10 guys that are more deserving than Chris Kreider is this year.
Easy.
No disrespect to Chris Kreider, the person, but he does not, based off his play this year, he's been so big.
I think he blew one of the guys that made the decision. I'm just joking. I don't like Chris Kreider.
Rick, don't like this. I think Cole Caulfield should have got the spot over him.
Cole Caulfield should have got the spot.
Isn't Jason Robertson American-born too? Jason Robertson?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. Actually, to be honest with you, I probably would have taken Jason Robertson over Cole Caulfield.
Chris Kreider being there.
Yeah, well, you can't see me. Good. What I did, you didn't see. Good. That's good.
No, it's nothing against Cole. I love Cole. I think he's a great player. I do.
Listen, I still think Cole Caulfield's more deserving than Chris Kreider.
Yeah.
I think he's Chris Kreider.
I think he's more deserving than Brock fucking Nelson.
You know what?
Yeah,
that's probably you're probably right. You're probably more right on that one. Nelson, I can see why Kreider kind of, but I don't know what Nelson's
Just
doing.
big. I don't know what Nelson and Trocheck are doing.
Trocheck, I get. No, Trocheck, I get. This guy's a winner in a.
Oh, I like Trocheck being there.
Trocheck's a good pick on the fourth line. Trocheck wins in big games. He's a big game player. No, Trocheck's a good pick there.
No disrespect to Brock Nelson. He's a good plaplayer. He's another name I think you could have picked multiple guys over him. He's one of the most sought-out trade deadline guys, or so we thought. Lou Lamoriello, for some reason, wants to re-sign him. I have no idea why, but
he's one of the most sought because there's not a lot left. After him, it's Jake Evans for center. No, I'm serious. The top two right now are Nelson and Evans. Projected for the trade deadline.
Oh, for centers. Oh,
yeah,
I thought you meant for the U.S. tournament.
Sorry. Centers. Well, Evans is not U.S.
Scott Lawton's up there too, but that's a discussion for another day.
Yeah, none of those are actually, except for Brock Nelson, are playing in the Four Nations. Just putting that out there.
But Brock Nelson, good player. I don't think he should have made this lineup. That's just my opinion.
No, he shouldn't even be sniffing it.
Yeah, probably not.
There's better players. I think you're just looking for veteran leadership at that point, but
Can I just say something? When Sweden and the U.S. play, I really hope GT Bill and Elias Pettersson fight.
Nah.
I want to see that.
Whatever.
I don't think Pettersson's a fighter, number one, so no.
I don't think either of them are, but it'll be funny.
Well, Miller's a tougher player, isn't he?
Miller's tougher than Pettersson, but I'd still be funny to see.
No, come on, guys. Grow up.
They got beef.
I understand that, but if they can't keep that shit off the ice and figure that out, and they're gonna headhunt each other, then there's a problem. I'm looking for animosity. I'm looking for some animosity, but I'm not looking for the kind that's going to actually ruin careers. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not asking.
And they're not going to fight.
They're not going to fight.
They're not going to fight, but I would anticipate there's going to be some penalties involving those two.
That could be that.
Defense is disgusting.
That's the best decor, I think, for sure.
Fox, Werenski, McAvoy, Hanifin, Faber, Sanderson. No.
It's pretty strong.
And that's with Quinn Hughes having to drop out.
Yep.
Imagine with him there.
Yeah, it's just another offensive forward in my mind. I'm sorry, an offensive defenseman. Who do you
arguably the best forward in hockey.
No, I'm not going to disagree with that.
I mean, you also got Werenski there having fucking hell of a year.
He's a Norris candidate this year.
But if Quinn Hughes was in here, then you just see the left side, you just drop everyone down one.
Yeah, honestly, I agree with that. And Sanderson wouldn't even be there because he's
he's replacing him, so he wouldn't be there. No.
Yeah.
Imagine Quinn Hughes and Adam Fox in a deep pair. That's scary.
This is definitely, I think, this is going to be your winning team.
I think that's the best team, just top to bottom in terms of being complete, and then Hellebuck starting in net.
Yeah.
So as he has to go with Hellebuck in the last playoffs.
That's right. That's a good point.
No, but if he does that,
short tournament. It's a short tournament. They're all NHL goalies, and they can get hot.
If he has a bad game, then they go right to Jake Oettinger.
Yeah,
it's a short tournament. All you need is to get hot, and any goalie in this tournament, if they get hot, can do the job. And don't tell me no.
Okay, it's likely it's getting hot.
Oh man, yeah, but Hellebuck is already hot. So
I get it. You got the edge.
You also have Swayman and Ottinger in the way.
You got the edge without a doubt. Wait a second. You got the edge without a doubt. But just like any team can beat any other team on any given night, it's the same thing with goalies. They're NHL goalies. If they get hot for a 3...
You broke him.
Never mind. You heard me.
Hey, can we say something real quick? Cam just mentioned something. He said that Connor Hellebuck guy, he's actually, I gotta say, Henrik Lundqvist. They have a little bit of competition here. Not a bad looking guy.
He's got nothing. He's got nothing on Hank.
He's not on Lundy's level. We're
not even close. I don't even want.
I
don't want you to ever I don't.
You know what?
Any of you to ever disgrace Hank's name here ever again. If he ever watches this, I want Hank to know I support you.
But this guy's the next guy.
You shut up.
If I was a woman or I was gay, no, Hellebuck ain't doing it for me, man.
Yeah, no, dude, I'm sorry. You do not bring anybody in this conversation with Hank. Hank, if you ever see this, look at me. I'm looking at you. I love you.
You're looking at me. I don't know what you're talking about, but you're looking at me.
Listen, he's stupid, sexy Lundqvist.
I'm looking into the camera.
For this
Hank, I love
you.
Henry,
I just hate the fact that Hank has awesome hair.
Dude. He's a handsome dude.
God, he's handsome.
Yep. One thing I'm happy about, because he came close, like he could have died from that heart condition. I'm really happy that worked out for him. I was kind of worried when all that happened. So good, he's not like he's a favorite goalie of mine or anything, but he seems like a really nice person. That's what I think is most important.
Trust me, Rick, all the hockey moms agree with you.
What?
Trust me, Rick, all the hockey moms agree with you. They also would have done
it. For sure. He's married, though. Okay, now we're about to get to the best team. So everybody hold on to your seats, because we're there. Now, this team is the best team.
Oh, well, look, why? Because you guys have McDavid? Actually, that's pretty good.
Forwards, I'm sorry. I don't care what you want to say. You don't touch us with forwards overall. You guys, America comes as close as you can get, but we beat you.
This is the best forward core.
Easy.
And I don't think our defense is that far behind you. Where you have an edge is in net. But like I said, any one of those three goalies, when they have that night where they're hot like that, they're all just as good as Hellebuck.
One thing to mention
on that night,
Travis Konecny was absent for practice. He'll probably take Sam Bennett's spot because he was too excited for the Super Bowl last night.
Yeah. He had blue balls. He was so excited.
That might get him benched.
Oh, please, listen. The city of Philly got excited. I got to give him that.
All right, let's go over this. So you got McDavid.
He'll get Bennett's spot. He's better than Sam Bennett.
You got McDavid, Sidney Crosby, Braden Point, and I don't know Chiarelli's first name. That's a good center.
Anthony Cirelli.
That's a pretty good center group.
Mm-hmm.
Braden Point is a 1C on probably every team in the league outside of like 5
or
6.
Only Chiarelli's where he probably should be. The other Cirelli, whatever. The other three guys are 1Cs.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not arguing that. No, looking at this team, it's amazing. Like the talent on it is absolutely studly. One piece I think is missing is that Bedard should be on here.
Would you put Bedard in over?
But again, there's not a lot of guys you could look and say, I'll take them out.
He's not over Konecny.
Bedard would replace Konecny. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Points this year. Stop that.
Don't you do this to me.
We all know that Bedard's going to be a better player than Konecny.
Bedard skates. Nope. Bedard skates circles.
Okay, there's other guys here. Konecny's a top 15 guy in the league in points this year. Stop being stupid.
That's this year. I'm talking about overall
That's the whole point of this.
Yeah. No, overall raw talent, he clears.
Konecny's a top 15 point getter this year.
No, just this year. Wow, who gives a shit?
He's got 61 points.
It's either Brandon Hagel or it's either Travis Konecny and Sam Bennett. Just get over it.
It's Bennett. It's not Konecny. I'd take Hagel over him. I'd take Bennett over him. Hell, I'd take Brad Marchand this year over him.
Over what, Bedard?
Over Konecny?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not. No, hell no. No.
Oh, no, not Brad Marchand this year? Okay.
What? No, I would take. No, you could take out Brad Marchand for fucking Bedard too. But the thing is, with Brad Marchand, you lose a very key penalty killer. Bedard doesn't kill penalties.
So is it Travis Konecny?
I'll say this too.
Goals last year.
As far as how they're put together,
actually, fucking take out Mitch Marner. What the fuck is he gonna do? Cry about the bench?
Yeah, we can agree with that.
If we lose, he'll cry if we lose. He's there to cry if we lose.
You know what? You're right. You have the better offensive core minus Mitch Marner.
No, okay. Listen, I don't like Marner.
Grace.
I'm not a Marner fan, but I mean, you look at his numbers and all that.
Oh, he's super talented.
Yeah. So, but I mean, and we need a guy to cry in case we lose.
No,
Well, he's
honestly,
good at that.
If you put Bedard in here, I'd probably take out Bennett. Would be the guy I'd replace him with.
I think you're probably right. Because here's what I wanted to say is you look at that forward group and they've got it. I think you got everything you need there, right? You got all the different kinds of forwards you need there to do every job, whatever's got to be done, they're there. Forward group, Canada wins.
Yeah, they had the best forward group.
I think you are lacking some penalty killers there, though, in the forward group.
Why? Who can't kill penalties there?
I just don't think as efficiently.
Sorelli can kill penalties. Konechny can. Marchand can. They got penalty killers.
Crosby can.
Crosby can. That's another
Point can.
Really? Do you
Stone
put Crosby
can.
on a penalty kill?
Eagle.
I don't know if I would. He's a great guy. I see more of Crosby as your power play person. I mean, he can.
He can
Crosby
do both.
does everything.
Mark Stone's an elite penalty killer.
Crosby, right? Mark Stone.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like, I don't know, maybe one more. I would have said one more. Mark Stone also throws himself.
They got plenty. I don't think that's their issue.
I don't think that's their issue either.
Their issue is obvious. It's in net. That goaltending group is poop.
No, I'd say that's it. For Montreal, for Canada, it's the goaltending is questionable. But again, it's a short tournament. You just need to get a hot goal.
It's the worst goaltending group.
Jordan Binnington and Montembeau.
I want you to think about this.
That's
if Carter Hart didn't
battle of the backups.
POS, he would have probably.
I don't even want you to mention that fucking name.
That's
honestly,
why I said he's a POS.
I don't want you to mention that guy's name.
But anyway, yeah, and then they had one dropout as well. Canada lost Pietrangelo. Drew Doughty replaced him, which is pretty.
Yeah, which I think that's an upgrade.
Could be. I probably would take Doughty over Sanheim or Parayko for sure.
Well, but I'll take Doughty over probably anyone there. In what's in
I wouldn't say anyone, but I take him.
No, you didn't hear me. In the chest, in the heart, in the extra whatever, I'd take Doughty.
That's fair. I won't argue that.
And then we got Makar, best defenseman in the league.
Yep.
Morrissey, pretty fucking good. Theodore, Taves. I mean, it's a good defense. I'm not saying it probably comes close to you guys at least. So I personally think up front and on D, Canada and the U.S., that's neck and neck. And your only edge is in net, and that's only if Canada's goalies aren't hot.
You need Canada's goaltending to be respectable, for sure.
We do. Without a doubt, Canada's goalies have to step up. I hate the fact that it's fucking Jordan Binnington that we might be relying on because I hate that guy. But it is what it is.
You need Psycho Binnington from 2019 to make it.
Yeah, that's right. That is what we need.
Man.
That guy got some Tim Thomas in him.
Yeah. That's another goalie I love.
All right, predictions.
What's wrong with Tim Thomas?
You don't want to hear.
Oh, he hates Tim Thomas? I actually want to hear that.
Why would I like Tim Thomas?
That's true. He ruined your chances of winning a cup a few times.
Why would I like Tim Thomas? Okay, no answers? But there you go.
I don't know.
There you go.
You guys in 2011 to go on and win the cup.
For the Bruins, the team I fucking hate. I should like that guy.
Yeah, sure. But
we don't talk about 2011.
It's not like he's Patrick. Not
like
Patrick,
2010.
It's not like he's Carey Price or anything. So,
well, he has one more cup than Carey Price.
Okay.
I will say this about Tim Thomas. To this day, that's the best goaltending run I've ever seen in the playoffs.
Whatever.
I'll give him that.
Whatever. You're never gonna.
He carried. That
you may be right. You may be right. But I'm not gonna say anything nice about that guy.
Carried him.
My favorite Carey Price moment was when he got run over by Chris Kreider.
I knew you were going to fucking say that. All the people that are watching this because of me are cursing you right now.
Yeah, I know. It's good. Hey, you guys, Carey Price was going on his way to a cup until he got an arrow to the knee.
Ooh, he went
Oh
there.
shit.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's bad. Now here's the reason why we're gonna win.
Tell me, Rick.
Right there. Sidney Crosby.
Oh, I don't think he'd be the reason why you win. McDavid is going to help.
The leadership.
Go
I meant
over,
by
yeah.
leadership. I don't mean that Crosby's going to be the best player on the ice. No. I actually do think McKinnon might end up being the best player of the tournament. But I think it's Crosby's leadership. I don't know. I don't think you have an answer for that.
What, the leadership?
Yep.
I don't know. We got Mr. I'll take my pants off.
Who's that?
Who do you think?
Who's that? No, I don't know.
It's fucking Matthews, dude. Mr. Take My Pants Off.
Oh, yeah. I should have known that.
Whatever you do.
Yeah, there you go.
Yourself.
Whatever leadership you have, having Austin Matthews there takes away from it.
Oh, dude, just grow up. It's fine.
I don't have to grow up.
It's fine. You're fine. You're fine.
I got to change my
Prediction
stance on
time?
Austin Matthews. Well,
Prediction time?
sure.
I guess I'll start. I have the U.S. over Canada in the final. And it'll be in overtime. And the U.S. wins the game 3-2 with a game-winning goal from, I'm going to say Adam Fox.
He's getting pretty specific. I didn't know we had to be
I
that
have
specific.
fun with it. I like to be granular.
Cam says U.S. over Canada.
U.S. over Canada in overtime.
And
Charlie
guess what
Mack.
I'm going to say?
Jeremy Swayman gets the goalie goal.
Oh, yeah. First ever goalie goal right there. It hits off the Binnington skate after he turns away from someone heckling him.
So, but what do you think I'm going to say? What's my prediction, guys?
Canada over US
Sweden over
11-9.
Finland.
Canada
8-2.
over Sweden. No, Canada over U.S.
11-9.
Whether it goes to overtime or not, I hope not. I'd like to see us do it in regulation.
MVP predictions. Let's end with that. You start, Rick.
Be hard
It's hard.
to without like watching and seeing how they play. Most people seem that like the experts that I've read and seen, whatever, think it's going to be McKinnon. I can't argue with that.
Cam.
MVP of the Four Nations. It's McDavid or McKinnon. Maybe Makar.
I was just thinking Makar too. Maybe Makar.
So I'm gonna.
It's going to be an Avalanche player, I think. Like it's going to be either McDavid, McKinnon, or Makar. It could be Drew Doughty. For some reason, I feel like because he's returning from an injury and playing through it.
We're talking about of the tournament, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So really, you didn't pick an American at all?
That's what I was gonna say. If they win the thing, you have to think the MVP would go.
Oh, yeah. If the MVP, if it's an American player, that's.
If you pick my guy, I swear to God.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know who I would pick out of that. That's a hard one for me. I'm going to say just to piss Rick off, Austin Matthews.
Austin Matthews.
I knew it.
Some people did say Austin Matthews. I laughed when I read that. That guy doesn't have enough heart for this.
My pick's Jack Eichel. I think Eichel has a really good Four Nations tourney. I do.
Yeah, I could see Eichel. And
that guy, it's a cup winner. He knows what it takes.
No, listen, I could see Eichel being your MVP if you win the tournament. But I mean, you're not going to win the tournament, so
I guess we'll see.
No, listen, I do think though it'll be our two countries. You know, it's going to be. It might come down to goaltending.
Could be.
In that game, it might come down to goaltending, and that might be where it bites us in the ass. But I'm not taking the U.S. No. Nope.
Okay. All right, guys. Any other predictions?
Yeah, I'm none. That's my prediction. I have none.
All right.
left.
Sweet, guys. Alex, final thoughts.
I'll make a few predictions. There will be 4 trades between now and when we come back from the Four Nations break. But we'll get into that more next week.
Oh, yeah. One of them's going to be Jake Evans.
All right. ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for episode 58 of the Pucking Around podcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. Leave what you guys think down in the comment section. We do read them. We do respond to them. Make sure to follow us on all of our social media. Make sure to visit our website at don'tpuckwithmedia.com. Make sure you don't add an apostrophe and don't, because it will take you to a website. I don't know where it will take, what website it will take you to. I've never been there, but it doesn't sound like our website. So that's don'tmedia.com. We have blogs for you. We have some fun content for you. We have pictures of all of us over there so you can look at our wonderful faces. You can also get us on TikTok, that in an area that it's not banned and where you can still download it, because fuck us. And you can also check us out on Bluesky, Twitter, YouTube, and I don't know, wherever else you can think of. Listen to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe.
Ciao, everybody. Who's doing it? You or me? I don't know.